Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm LV and this is the channel where I try stuff so you don't have to. So I just moved and I've got to be really honest. I'm fighting the overwhelming urge to not buy a whole bunch of stuff for the house, especially new stuff. What it is about moving, but suddenly everything I own feels either too big, too small, out of place, or it just like doesn't look right, it doesn't fit right in the space. And the house is also really empty because we don't have that much furniture that we brought up from Florida. So I don't know if you guys ever feel that way when you move, but I definitely do. And I think every store is counting on the fact that people definitely feel this way when they move a lot of the time. There's something about the new house reset that makes spending money feel productive, like you're building your life, like you're becoming, your better version of yourself. And me and my partner and our 2 dogs have been here for about 2 months now. If you don't know, we moved from Florida all the way to North Wisconsin. So yeah, we didn't have a lot of furniture and we barely had that many boxes. But even so, like, recycling only comes every 2 weeks here, so we still have a ton of boxes lying around that we don't know what to do with, just like flattened boxes. And yeah, our house still has a lot of empty spaces in it. So if you guys have ever found yourself in a similar situation, please let me know in the comments below what you did with all your boxes and moving garbage. And I'm sorry if you can hear in the background, my 2 dogs are sleeping right here and right there, and they're snoring. Anyways, I'm just going to show you guys the state of disarray in my house right here that I have going on. It's really embarrassing since I feel like other people would be settled in more already. But with so much going on in mine and my partner's lives, the aesthetic and the functions of the house have kind of taken a back seat because I feel like we haven't really done much in this house yet. I think that the urge to want to change things up when you move is normal. But really, I'm at the point where I can no longer justify buying so much new stuff, especially all at once. I think it's maybe part of the human urge to like nest and just be cozy and all of that. And that makes one part of my brain just want to have a bunch of things new so that they're easy to set up, they're fast, they're just done, and the house and the space is finished, and it's, a closed loop in my brain. But with shopping already in the cards for me, since we do have to buy stuff for our house, there's also this resistance I have to build up when it comes to upgrading. Like, lifestyle creep can set in for me really easily. Then there's all the FOMO of online marketing, fast home fashion trends, and being influenced by the algorithm, which, we all get influenced. No one is immune to propaganda. But because content online shows dramatic and fast transformations of spaces, it makes it seem like that's what I should do too, in a way. Then there's money. Like, who can even afford to deck out the place they move to with all new stuff? Not me. Some people can justify spending money on new things, but I just really can't, because even like the stuff that is in my budget, like the furniture and decor that's in my budget, I just look at it and I'm shocked. Like, it's poor quality. It's like, plywood and veneer, like plastic veneers and like particle board, just like flat packed together, and you make it and it's not sturdy, it's not cute. Like, there's not really quality in my price point outside of thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace. Also, it's not sustainable to just buy all new stuff for your house, because like that's just leads to overconsumption, and that's kind of what drives, the micro trends and all those fast fashion type deal like things at like Home Goods and TJ Maxx. So yeah, because the title of this video is going to be something like things I do before I buy anything, here are the things that I do before I buy anything. So without further ado, here are some rules that I use before I buy anything for the house. Number 1, thrift first or do buy nothing Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, like I said before, but also estate sales, garage sales, not really happening right now because it's winter. But yeah, estate sales, stuff like that. Wait 2 weeks before buying new things. And I think like sometimes this isn't really achievable based on where you're shopping. Like thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace usually is like first come first serve, and it's if it's like a nice item, it can go pretty fast. But if you want something that is on like a regular site to buy or in a store, that has them stocked or still being made, whatever the situation is, if you can wait, try to wait at least 2 weeks before buying new things. Um, and I think you can really cut down on the spending urge that way and just be a little bit less influenced by stuff that way. Okay, so my third tip is to use what I already own in new ways. So just like shop your stash of decor that people tend to have. I have one. If you're like into home decor and interior design and stuff like that, you definitely probably have some sort of little stash of decor. So just shop your stash and destashed, that's like a healthy, productive behavior, I think. Sit with the empty space before filling it. You need to define your function before you define the aesthetic sometimes. And I think this is one of those times because if you just moved, you haven't really lived in the house as much to, feel the flow of the rooms, how you use them, and what kind of pieces you need in the space, like to begin with. I want my house to feel collected, not purchased. I don't want it to look done in a weekend. I want it to feel lived in, curated, and just lovingly brought together. I want it to be a museum of our lives, me and my partner and our dogs, just a museum of our family that is, functional and comfortable and has all the spaces for all the stuff that we like to do. So yeah, if you're on a no-buy year or you're just looking to be more sustainable in 2026, I think that living with empty space is a great way to do that and just be more minimal about your actions, especially your purchases. So what do you guys think? If you're in a similar situation, you just moved, you've cross-country moved before, you moved a bunch of times in your life, whatever your situation is, let me hear your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd really like to get to know you guys and build a community here. And if you made it to this far in the video, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. It means so much. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.